Hey guys, never do more stock reviews here, and this is another review, and this is the Fast and Furious Scalextric set, Chevrolet Camaro versus Dodge Challenger. So we're just going to have a quick look. This is the box art, it's quite nice, it's official movie merchandise, it's quite a nice big box, it's got a lovely handle at the top which is convenient for transportation, and the box just generally fits quite nicely together and it's nice and big. So yeah, just gonna have to just check out the back of the box. So you've got a very nice, again they've kept the whole colour scheme, and they've got the Challenger there and the Camaro jumping across the bridge, and you've got all the box art, and you've got like us on Facebook, watch us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter, Scalextric.com, etc, etc, fastandfuriousmovie.net, Universal Studios. So yeah, they've got quite a lot there to just sort of all the websites and stuff. I'm just going to open this, and this is what you get on the inside. So if I just move in a bit. So first thing that's on the top of the box is this, and there's no plastic film, so this is, even though this is the second time I've opened it, there's no plastic film like there was on the Crime Patrol set. So you've got the crossover there, quite a nice big piece. And controllers here, power pack there, barriers there, power bases down there, the corners. They've started putting elastic bands around the corners, and this is where all the crossover bits are, the hairpins crashed into one another. And there's something about brand new Scalextric track which just is lovely. You know, you got the nice shine to it, and it just looks awesome. So let's move on to the cars. Conveniently, they've given you the new screws because it was a pain to get them out of the bottom of these. So let's just take a look at the cars. And this is my favourite one out of the two, mainly because of the colour. Don't really like American cars, American classic cars as such, but these I'm willing to make an exception on. These are fantastic looking models. I mean, that green is just awesome. It's a bit like a British racing green in some respects, but yeah. You've got some nice detail in there. A little decal says F-bomb on it. So that's the only really detail that's on it. You can convert this one into detailed if there's a detailed one about. And you've got front working lights and rear working lights. Also, this car will come in a detailed in the limited edition set, so might get that just if you keep clicking on the adverts and generate some revenue for me, then I will probably be able to do that, so please click. This is interesting. On the bottom it has Universal Studios, and it's basically a licensing thing, Fast and Furious, trademark, etc, and that's on both cars. So if you take the bottom off this and chip it, then you know which bottom belongs to your car. It's quite handy. And it's quite a little nice little feature. I mean, you don't see it when you're racing, but I quite like that. One rim mirror as well, just the one on the correct side as well, which is good for all you American drivers out there. And again, this is just a fantastic looking car, and I'm quite chuffed with how they've done that. Not massive Camaro fan myself, but this is the Bumblebee one as well, the original Bumblebee one in the first movie before he transforms into the newer shape one. So if you've got that one, then you've got another one to race with it. Because of that, you haven't got a magnet back there, which you have on the Challenger, but there is the magnet further forward, so you can have it further forward as well. So we just move on to the Challenger, a lovely bright vibrant orange, and very contrasting to the other car. Convertible version, doesn't change though. And very nice detailing, nice chrome bumper, nice chrome license plate. It just says year one on it, and so much fine detailing. I mean, you can even see the Challenger is written on the little front grille there. Again, just one rim mirror, so I don't know if that's correct or not, but I quite like that. I actually like that. It makes these cars a bit unique, and it's on the driver's side again, which is another nice feature. Now this must be a new tool, and there must be a new car that Scalextric have done, because they go in with the new cars putting the magnet right under the wheels, which gives it superb grip. And this, we did a little testing with these, and they were fantastic. Obviously the Camaro was a bit slower than this one because of the fact that you got more power, you got more magnetism, so you can be more daring with this car. tread on the tyres as well. That's quite a nice feature. So you won't be able to sand these. I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't suggest it. So, but they grip pretty well anyway. So I wouldn't sand these tyres, and I think these cars are fantastic. And there's also the detailed ones to come out. So if you don't really want these super resistant ones, you can fork out. If you just spend £10 less, then you can get the detailed versions. So just put in the car back in. So yeah, you may have seen the start review before this one, and unlike the start box, you've got this polystyrene bit which really helps with packing it all away again. Now this really, I prefer having this ability to pack it away, because with the start one it was hectic trying to get it all back into the box and figuring out all worked. So I like this. I like with the start set. I'm not saying it's not got quality to it, but when you buy a proper actual Scalextric set, not a start one, you sort of get this extra bit of quality. That's just my personal opinion. You just, because you get this polystyrene bit, the box has got a better design, it's got handles on it, and that's just my opinion. But again, start sets, can't slate them. They're fantastic, and they're just in their own league. Whereas these two are, even though they're both Scalextric sets, you just can't compare them in that way. So one thing I'm slightly disappointed about, which I thought you'd get, is a 2013 version of this, but you don't. You get a 2012 one. So I was a bit upset about that. I was expecting there to be a 2013 one. I was going to mark it out like I did to the 2012 one, but no, they've just gone and done the 2012 one for now. But again, I'm liking this elastic band. They can be useful for other things as well. Right, so that's enough of the box. I'm going to set the track up, I'm going to test the cars, and I'm going to show you how this track works. Hey guys, so this is the track, and as I was setting up, I realised that Scalextrics have actually gone and changed the power pack. So that's where it is. Normally they just gave you the one, but now they give you, it's powered by just this one piece, and you get that. And so that is the same as the start one. So in my start set I quoted, you cannot buy, make sure you don't buy the start power pack, etc. But I was wrong, because obviously this is a new set for 2013, they've changed it. So they've made it better. You only need the one power pack, and that's good, because now you don't need to go and fork out for another power pack, you can just get this one. And you get it in the set, and it powers your whole track. So you don't have to go get two power packs, which is like the old ones. So that's quite good. And but the handsets are the same, so you make sure you don't get start handsets, because they won't work. So the handsets stay the same, but the power packs change, so that's quite interesting. So we're just about to test it. We've got a jump in there as well. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't like jumps, but they can be fun. They are, I'm not going to say they're not fun. I'm not going to be anti-jumps, but all I'm just going to say is, if you want racing, I wouldn't have them in. You've got to get the gap right, and I would say it's about half a straight, but it depends on how fast you go. So we're just going to try the Camaro first, and that's what happens if you don't get the jump right. So obviously it's a bit trial and error, and the fact that you're going to have to take it up and just move it slightly closer. That may not look like an impressive jump, but believe me, it's better in person than it is. There we are. Obviously sometimes it doesn't always go back in, it just depends on how fast you take it. But this track, it's actually pretty good. They've changed it, I think, to accommodate the jump, so you've got the power pack here instead of there, and you get those barriers there, which is good, because when you buy more sets, if you buy another set that is, you get more track and you get more barriers, and eventually you build up enough to have a full set of barriers. So I'm just going to park the Camaro, and then I'm going to try the Challenger. Now the Challenger, with the magnet further back, you can push round the corners faster. So you can be a bit more daring with it. But like I say, with the jump, it kind of limits how fast you can go, but then again it doesn't. And the jump it's a good thing these are super resistant cars and not detailed, because they'd just be smashed to bits otherwise. My estimation of half a straight wasn't right. It needs to be slightly less than half a straight, about almost a quarter, just a bit bigger than a quarter of a straight. Let's say 3/8 of a straight is the safe mark between the jump. So that's the review. I like this set. It's fantastic. I can't find any fault with it. I like the cars, even though they're not my first choice of cars. I go for GT ones, but these American classics, they're very nice. Again, it's a movie set, and I think this is going to be quite a popular one, slightly more popular than James Bond. The cars are compatible. You can put the magnet further forward on the Challenger to make it same level as the Camaro, or you can give the Camaro to your more skilled friend, or if you're the skilled one, you can drive the Camaro. And it's just a fantastic set. The jumps, you get the jump, that's good. You get that chicane bit as well. Also, if you don't have the chicane bit, you can swap it around. And there's so much you can expand on this set. And for £100, it's a good deal. And again, it's another movie one. And for the cars are decent, and just everything about it, I like this set. I would recommend it, and I'd say if you are looking at a set for kids, apart from the Demolition Derby one, this is probably the one you should get. Hopefully I'll get the Demolition Derby set. If you keep clicking on those ads, the more revenue I generate, because I'm not generating enough at the moment, so I'm not even getting anything. So as long as, hopefully I'll get a job soon, whatever, and then that'll help. So that's the review. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and keep watching. Thanks for watching, and check out the other reviews that I've done as well.